Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the YouTube account and we are checking out the progression within the Abyssal Expedition. That is right guys, the beta version is going incredibly well. At this point, you should be coming about 8,000 essence per hour. When we do hit the next level, we will go to 40 of our settlements, which means we should be, without a doubt, up to about 10,000 an hour. That, through the last 9 iterations of the Abyssal Expedition, guys, have really been the focus in here. Right now, I'm working on getting all of these to level 3 because that will actually give me the next title. That will actually let me go from Earl right there up into Marquis. Marquis, of course, going to give me title limit is going to go up, but the heroes are going to go up as well. That is really the very, very big thing that we're looking to do right now, guys. Collecting up a lot of relics. We are sitting on tier 5s pretty much across the board. Tier 5s, tier 6s, and tier 7s. Hasn't been an incredible amount of difficulty taking down those 6s and 7s, even solo, guys, with the tanking tree. I'm pretty happy that I did go with the tanking tree in here, and it looks like we're just a little shy. I think I'm going to sell one of these out. What is this? The rare one. But that will give us the ability. Some of these guys, I sell out some of the relics again just to level them up, because boom, that is going to take us to the next level, guys. It gives us level 3 across the board. And there is Marquis. Again, we're going to slot in a couple of heroes. I'm going to have to figure out exactly who it is, but tire limit goes up by 5. Relic level goes to 5. Available heroes to 20. Then, of course, some more beasts. So we do get some more pets out of here. And this is the point, guys. Level 7s, level 5s. We are ready to kill the final boss to actually get to the next level, which, of course, is going to be Duke. We'll get some resources out of here, and then we'll ultimately get to Prince in just a little bit. But like I said, guys, City 2s, we're taking quite a few of the City 2s. City 1s, those are the tier 7s and the tier 6s. And then, of course, everything else with all of these are either 6s or 5s, depending where you're at. Now, one of the big things within here, guys, is there are a couple relics, and the question has been coming up with, do we have to take the relics? You can see right here, I'm going to go through all 3 of the relics. So right in this very back middle, this is the Swamp Relic. So this one right here, guys, is the Surging, the Swamp Relic. This one, again, after getting a little bit of clarification, this one does not affect the final boss. So this effect will not go onto the final boss with the Surging Swamp. However, both of the other relics that we're working our way towards do. So this one right down here within the Flaming Savior, this one will, when activated, it will affect the final boss. In addition, the one on the north side, which of course is in the Frozen Tundra, this one as well, the Tidal Freeze, will affect the final boss. So the one, again, in the northwest will affect the final boss. The one in the southeast will affect the final boss. The Swamp will not. This one will not. The Swamp Corruptor, right here, the Surging Swamp, will not affect the final boss at all, which again, I really wanted to point that out, guys. So the question is, and a lot of players have said this, which again, beta, we have to test it out. If we get this bottom right relic, so if we get the Flame Relic, is there any reason, or do we have a requirement to get this top Ice Relic? Because as of right now, guys, it has taken an incredible amount of time to path through all of these. You can see, guys, we have some tier 7s right here that we're actually attacking right now. Down here, we have the Earth Scorcher. So this is a pretty big buff. If the hero is not healed by another ally, they will lose an incredible amount. Not only that, they lose 5% of the maximum health per second, which means they are not going to last very long, guys, because that is a pretty big debuff that we're getting out of there, losing that 5% per second. And then again, when you go to the other side, there are additional debuffs as you continue and go to this side. So again, it might be a little bit more difficult to get through here. This is an energy loss, where the other one is actually that health loss. So again, we don't know if it's going to be beneficial or if we're going to have to come through here and pick up this relic. My thoughts is, if you want to maximize the damage, if you want to be the top within the leaderboard, I don't think there's going to be any way to be the top in the leaderboard if you don't get both of these relics. I feel like that is really the way that they have built this, guys. that to do as much damage as possible out here on the final boss, you are going to have to pick up both of those to go ahead and debuff this guy's the Clawlossus. I love how he looks. So again, it seems like it's going to be the only way to take down this boss. Now again, maybe not the best way that we've been doing this in here, guys, but I have actually saved, as you can see, the Belinda team right here. We've actually saved, I think I used her twice on the last boss, but I've saved her team in its entirety. And then, of course, my pathing team. So I path with the awakened version of Thane or the awakened version of Brutus with a tank. I was using one tank in there or even two tanks in there, but now we're to the point where we're going to have to add in some of our boss killers in here to really maximize the damage. Now, again, we went full tank. I like the idea of doing the full tank. You have heroes like Hodgkin in here, like the awakened version of Taylene that do incredibly well. But now, again, we're going to have to look at some of these damage dealing heroes like Scarlet that are going to really amplify the damage when we start getting into some of these higher level formations. So again, I'm going to have to figure out exactly who we're slotting into this very last slot right here. Well, I'm going to go through and take my other 5 settlements. That way, again, we can continue through here, guys, and we'll be up. Because I'm thinking, just mathematically, if we take some 6s, if we take some 7s, it's going to be 240 plus, even they're green at this point. So tier 6s are higher where we're actually going to want to be. Tier 6s are tier 7s. But if we take another 5 of those, we should roughly be, again, right around that 10,000 mark with where we're at. And even here, guys, those are 280s or even looking a little higher, which we haven't farmed any of the larger cities, but those are 320 with legendary. But again, it gets into the 3 teams, but they are only yellow at this point. So again, we are not a big competitive Adventure Walk is not a big competitive guild within the Abyssal Expedition, but overall, guys, you can see the strategy that we're using, more of a casual. We want everyone in here to get hit prints is really what we're looking at. And again, we're going to do that without a doubt. I think even here we go from 40, going to get some more hero slots in here, which is awesome. And then of course we do go to Prince, which is the final one, getting all the rewards out of here, which again is going to be super beneficial. Blessed Relics, we get to the point, I believe it is the next one, guys. Once you do get all of these to 3, so you see across the board, I have all of these to 3. I got my 4 legendary relics within the tanking. This is the point that you're going to focus on getting the tanking up to 5 to actually unlock this last one. But in addition, guys, this is where you're going to start adding those 5.1, 5.2, 5.3 relics, depending on the specification that you built through the Abyssal Expedition. The only caveat to this is, of course, going to be the Relic Soul, which is going to be on one hero within that formation. Again, I've been using Thane and Brutus. The rest of them I've been saving with the Awakened version of Belinda. So building this up a little bit is going to be beneficial, but right now, again, focusing on building out that tanking tree. All right, guys, so that'll do it for just our Abyssal Expedition update. Let me know in the comments what you guys think, and as always, thank you guys for watching.